Dear students, I am Professor Satish Thorat. The course is Strength of Material. In last lecture, we have seen the introduction to the subject Strength of Material. Now, in this lecture, we are going to see the first topic of the course Strength of Material, that is moment of inertia. As per the curriculum, moment of inertia is having total marks of 6. Now we will see the content of this lecture for moment of inertia. The first one, concept of centroid and center of gravity. Second one, positions of centroid for standard geometric sections. Now these two topics, or we can say concept of center and center of gravity, are from last semester subject engineering mechanics. Last unit number 6 of engineering mechanics 6 is centroid and center of gravity, and then we will go with the concept of moment of inertia in this lecture. Let's start with the concept of centroid and center of gravity from last semester. Centroid, the plane figures like triangle, rectangle, circle, parallelogram, etc. have only areas and mass is negligible or volume is negligible. The center of area of such plane figures is considered to be concentrated at a single point, and that single point is called as the centroid or center of area. It is generally denoted by capital letter G. If you see this diagram, triangle, this intersection of the meridian, this point, this one is the meridian, second meridian, third meridian, and intersection of this point is treated as the centroid. Now, what is center of gravity? Center of gravity is nothing but it is a point in the body where entire mass or weight is assumed to be concentrated. It is the balancing point of three-dimensional geometry. Again, it is represented by capital letter G. Though the terms centroid and center of gravity are looks like same, the term center of gravity is generally used in connection with solids, whereas the term centroid is generally used in connection with areas, plane areas. Now we will see what is centroidal axis. Now we can understand the centroid. Now we will see the centroidal axis. The axis passes through the center of gravity or centroid is considered as the centroid axis. If you see this diagram, this XX and YY are the centroidal axis. Now, axis of symmetry. This axis of symmetry is very much important for this unit moment of inertia. It plays a very important role. What is axis of symmetry? See this diagram. This YY, if you see this diagram carefully and these two parts left and right, these two areas are divided equally by this axis YY. So it is called as the axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry is the line dividing the figure into two equal parts like mirror images. And the importance of axis of symmetry is that the centroid always lies on the axis of symmetry for any kind of geometry. Now, if there are more than one axis of symmetry, then definitely the centroid will lie at the intersection of the two axes of symmetry. See this one is the XX axis of symmetry, this one is the YY axis of symmetry, and the intersection point of these two axes is centroid. Now we will see the positions for some regular geometries like rectangle, triangle, circle, etc. If you see this first geometry rectangle, the G, that is centroid, lies at the intersection point of its diagonal. See this one is the first diagonal of the rectangle, this one is the second diagonal of the rectangle, and this intersection point of the diagonal is treated as the centroid. Then similarly for triangle, the centroid lies at its intersection point of meridians. First meridian, second meridian, third meridian, and the intersection of all these three meridians is treated as the centroid. Similarly, for circle, the center of the circle itself is treated as the centroid of the circle. Now, all these are all about the centroid and center of gravity. This information is sufficient to start with the concept of actual moment of inertia. Now, what is moment of inertia? Moment of inertia is, if you want to do the definition, it is very simple. Moment of inertia of an object about any axis is defined as the algebraic sum of product of the area of an object and the square of its distance from the particular axis of rotation. From this diagram we can understand this definition. If you take the axis of rotation as yy, then moment of inertia is simply this area A multiplied by the distance of this area considered as the centroid. This x is the perpendicular distance. Then from this diagram we can conclude that the moment of inertia for this area is A multiplied by x square, area into perpendicular distance square. Now if you want to calculate the moment of inertia about this x axis, then area is never going to change. Only what is going to change is the perpendicular distance. This y is the perpendicular distance. Then I is equal to a into y square. Now from definition point of view, we can understand what is moment of inertia. Actually, moment of inertia is nothing but it is the second moment of area, which is the measure of resistance to bending and forms basics to the strength of material. Particularly in this term, moment of inertia comes in physics also. At that time, it is nothing but the measure of resistance to the rotational acceleration in that way. Here, moment of inertia is represented by capital letter I and calculated as area into perpendicular distance square. Now, the unit of moment of inertia is mm raised to 4. This is all about the concept of moment of inertia. Now, the next related topic from this unit 1, moment of inertia, we will see in next lecture. Thank you.